Hello everyone, and welcome to a bit of a different video, but hey, at least it's a video. As you've probably noticed, things have been a little off the past few days in that I haven't uploaded in about 3 days, whereas I've uploaded a multitude of videos almost every day, if not every day, for the past, year. If I'm not mistaken, this past week is the first time I have missed uploading videos since last Christmas, because I took last Christmas off from uploading. Anyways, I don't usually do videos like this. I think there are maybe like 2 or 3 videos on my entire channel that are not some kind of gameplay, unless you count those Pokemon quizzes I did, but I don't know. It's kind of like a quiz game. I'd consider that gameplay. But other than that, I think I did a video when I almost hit 1K asking for questions for a Q&A video, and then I did a Q&A video. But I felt that now was a pretty good time to do my first update video since stuff has been going crazy and I have a lot more subscribers, whatever, than I used to. So here we are. Basically, what went down is I just had a bunch of stuff all go wrong at once. I'm gonna try and keep this video short. I'm not even gonna render this video. I'm recording it in OBS and it's going straight from OBS onto YouTube. But basically, I made fancy little unprofessional slides. This is pretty much my worst week of 2017. Chaos's worst week of 2017, as it says there, with the cool little dragon wing apostrophe that comes with this font, apparently. But it pretty much started about a week ago. You probably noticed Xenoblade videos were coming pretty consistently and then stopped being as consistent. I started having recording issues with Xenoblade, and I've mentioned this in some series before, but that's why I'm making this update video, is because not everyone watches Xenoblade, not everyone who watches my content watches Xenoblade, watches Ultra Sun, etc., and I talk about these things in whichever one I happen to be recording at the time. Xenoblade, it started with the Elgato started desyncing the audio. From what I could understand, it had something to do with a variable frame rate issue. It would drop when it exported into MP4, it would squeeze together the video a bit. It would really desync the audio. It would make it horrible, and I would have to sit through an hour of content, not only matching up the in-game sound with the in-game video, but also matching up my commentary, because it messed up both of them. They were both desynced in different ways. So it wasn't just a matter of find one instance and fix them both at once. I had to find multiple instances throughout the entire video, the entire hour of footage, and mix around with 2 different levels of audio to try and fix it. It's incredibly time-taxing and ridiculous and shouldn't have to be done. So I eventually got to that. It happened about 2 or 3 sessions, and I decided, I can't keep doing this. This takes too long, and there's too much room for human error, because it was too easy for me to make a small mistake, and it would make the audio seem bad. So I decided I'll try and start recording with OBS, which would sacrifice a little bit of quality. So I messed around with OBS settings a lot and Elgato settings, and I got it to a reasonable point where I thought this quality is still good enough to upload. So I started recording with OBS, and that worked fine for about 2 sessions. I recorded 2 or 3 hours like that, and it was working a-okay, no problem. There was a bit of audio balancing that I had to work out, messed up in one session, I had to fix it in another. That was just because I wasn't used to using OBS with the Elgato in that way. And then that broke as well. Every time I just woke up one day, sat down to record, every time I opened up OBS and the Elgato at the same time, it would crash my entire computer. It wouldn't just crash Elgato or crash OBS. It would crash my computer. I had to shut my computer off and turn it back on to get it working again. I tried a few fixes and couldn't come up with anything, so I just started recording Ultra Sun instead so I could still have videos going up, because I didn't want to stop. I had already had to skip a day because of the Xenoblade videos messing up that way, so I didn't want to skip anymore, so I recorded that. Then the following day, as I was still trying to figure out how to fix Xenoblade 2 and having no effect, so I sat down to start recording the post-game of Ultra Sun, so I'd have videos go up, my computer just breaks entirely. I boot it up, the mouse and keyboard don't work at all. I can't type anything, I can't move it at all. I thought something has happened to mine. I just bought a new keyboard and mouse. I thought something has to be wrong with them. Let's plug in the old ones, because I need to get videos done, and then I'll try and figure out what's wrong with them. Old ones didn't work either. It was a matter of the computer itself. Something with the drivers had messed up. I ended up having to reset the computer manually, and when I did so, it blue screened me. So I took it to my local computer experts in my area, and they took about 2 days to look at it, and I just went back and got it about 2 hours ago. They said that they had fixed it. They had to go through a bunch of my drivers and updating them and stuff like that, a bunch of technical mumbo-jumbo I'm not going to bore you with, mainly because I've already forgotten half of it. They said that I should be good from here on. If it happens again, then it has to be some hardware that I've recently gotten, which I've bought so much hardware recently because, you know, Christmas sales, I can afford stuff. I got a new webcam, which you guys never see me use, but I use it for friends and stuff when I'm talking to them. Got a new keyboard, new mouse, etc., etc. So they said it was probably just a fluke, and I should be good now, but if it happens again, to bring it back to them, and then I got to start troubleshooting the hardware to see what is causing the issue. Hopefully nothing, because all of the hardware I bought is pretty expensive, and I've been told it would work well. Plenty of good reviews for it and all that, so I don't see why any of it would be messing up. But hopefully that is fixed now. So I have my computer back. I'm recording on it right now. So I'm able to make videos again. Videos should start back to normal tomorrow. Hopefully. Hopefully nothing else goes wrong. Like I said, I've had a really, really bad week. So that's what happened with Xenoblade specifically, because that was out of all of my series, Xenoblade was the one that was actually having problems. My computer breaking is what caused all the other problems. And another thing that I just tacked on is I was having pet issues. My family went to Florida. I live in Tennessee. My family went to Florida. I have an aunt and uncle who live down there. My sister wanted to go to Disney World or Disneyland, whichever one is in Florida. So they went down there. My grandparents went with them. I didn't, because I don't like amusement parks, and I didn't really want to go spend a bunch of time with my aunt and uncle in Florida. I just don't like going places. I don't like driving, etc., etc. So I said, I'll stay home. I'll take care of the dogs. Big mistake. Well, staying home wasn't a mistake. Taking care of the dogs was a mistake. My grandparents have a 7-month-old pug beagle mix. It's very adventurous and loud and causes problems. We have 2 dogs, one of which is 14 and his back legs don't work because of arthritis. We're kind of just waiting for the day that it's time for him to move on, if you know what I'm saying, which will be a very sad day, but, you know, it happens. And then we have a Shiba Inu that is just over a year old, very destructive. He's gotten into the habit of trying to claw into the walls and claw into the sheetrock, and we don't know why, and we're trying to get him to stop doing that. But basically, I had a lot going on, and it took a lot of my time, and to have everything else breaking down around me as that happened, made it a lot harder and very tiring. Xenoblade already was really starting to get on my nerves, because it seemed like every time I found a solution to it, that solution would break. Such as, I figured out how to work OBS to where I could record with OBS, but then OBS started crashing my computer, so I couldn't do that anymore either. I don't know how I'm going to fix it. I'm going to try and figure something out. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But, yeah, so I was already really getting fed up with that, and that was going on for about 3 or 4 days, and then my computer breaks entirely, and I got to the point where it was like, everything I do, I just keep getting set back more and more. And it's really, really frustrating, and it really frustrated me a lot. And so it just made doing stuff basically impossible. And then on top of all of that, I'm home alone, having to deal with animals that are young and very troublemakers. It's not fun to keep up with them sometimes when all this other frustration was going on. But it is what it is, and it's over now, hopefully. If this computer breaks again, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I will figure something out, I guess. Thankfully, I didn't lose anything. I still have all my thumbnails, all of my recording stuff, my editing software. Everything is still intact for my computer after they fixed it. They didn't have to, like, reformat it or anything like that, thankfully. But that's basically what's happened the past week. The worst week of chaos is 2017. I shouldn't be saying that. I've still got, like, 2 weeks. No, about a week and a half. About a week and a half left of this month, of this year. Hopefully it doesn't go wrong, and I can get back on track. While I'm doing this update video, I know I'm already at about 10 minutes, I wanted to also, I've been getting a lot of comments about upload schedules, which is totally reasonable because I have so many series going on that are not finished, that need to be finished. So I am going to use this video as an opportunity, hopefully you're all still watching, to explain what's going to be happening on the channel now that hopefully everything is back to normal and I can start. I haven't tried recording or anything yet because I just got the computer back, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon where I live, and I want to get this video uploaded, which is why I'm not going to do any editing to it or anything. I'm just uploading this straight to YouTube. So I am going to go over my plans for what I hope will be upload schedules going forward from here assuming nothing else goes wrong. So this is all basically theoretical. It's what I want to do if nothing breaks horribly. So this is my last slide, I promise. It's so bad. I'm such an unprofessional YouTuber. But potential upload schedule, cut off a little bit at the top, but it is what it is. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the main focus of the channel still, assuming I can get it working again. That's the biggest if, unfortunately, because I know that's what most people watching are enjoying right now is Xenoblade 2. It's getting the most views and likes and comments and all that. I understand how analytics work. So hopefully I can get it working again. If I can get it working again, in whatever way I can get it working again, if I can figure out a way to get Elgato to stop desyncing the audio, if I can figure out a way to get OBS to work and record it with OBS again, if I can figure out some other method to let me record it in quality that is not making it look like it came out of a garbage can, then I will get back to that, and most of the videos you'll be seeing is Xenoblade 2. That is the main focus. If Xenoblade 2 doesn't work, my main focus will be Ultra Sun and Odyssey. I'll get back to those, and even if Xenoblade does work, I'll also occasionally upload an Ultra Sun video or an Odyssey video, and by a video I mean a session, 3 videos, because I want to record more of those as well. So they'll come in also, but the main focus will be Xenoblade 2. If Xenoblade 2 doesn't work and I can't figure out a way to get it working again, I'll keep trying for as long as I can. But if I can't record it reliably, then Ultra Sun will be the main focus until it's finished, and then Odyssey will be the main focus until it's finished. A lot of people have been asking me about Pokemon Insurgence, and I've mentioned this in my Ultra Sun videos. I think I've mentioned it in my Xenoblade videos, and I've responded to commenters with this information as well. I only do one Pokemon game at a time, usually. Sometimes that changes, but most of the time I do one Pokemon game at a time. I like Pokemon. It's a fun game. It's frustrating at times. I don't like to play multiple Pokemon games at once, because then I'm just playing too much Pokemon. I don't like playing copious amounts of Pokemon. So that's why I only have one series of it happen at a time, and a lot of times there's not even a Pokemon series happening. And as you've seen with Insurgents, I do them differently. I usually record about half an hour of just one video, and then upload that every other day or so. Because I can't take playing Pokemon repeatedly. I love Pokemon, but it's just the kind of game that I enjoy in small doses, not huge doses, which is why I don't record it as much. The exception being when a new game like Ultra Sun comes out, and then I play a ton of it. And if you watch my Ultra Sun playthrough, you probably saw that I got a little exasperated with Ultra Sun from time to time. That's because I don't like Pokemon in large doses, typically. So, yeah, Insurgents will be back as soon as I finish what I want to do with Ultra Sun, which at this point is just the post-game, and I think it's mainly just going to be Team Rainbow Rocket, whatever I have to do with their shenanigans. I haven't really looked into the post-game of Ultra Sun to see what it's all about, but that is the plan for now. So hopefully that answers your question on that, and I can stop getting comments saying, hey, when are you going to continue Insurgents? Have you given up on it? Etc., etc. I really like Insurgents. I like Insurgents more than I like Ultra Sun. In fact, I like Insurgents more than I like a lot of official Pokemon games. So I will definitely be finishing it. You do not have to worry about that. It will happen. Digimon Hacker's Memory is going to be released in mid-January. When it is, it will become the main focus on the channel. Rather, I've been able to record Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or not, I will put most of my focus on Digimon Hacker's Memory. I am so excited for that game. It's going to be an early 2018 contender for Game of the Year for me, I can already tell. So I am very, very excited for that. It comes out January something or other. I want to say the 20th, somewhere around there. So unfortunately, I'll be back in my last semester of college, but I will most definitely get to work on recording those videos. They will be going live day of, etc., the usual stuff. It'll become the main focus on the channel, similar to how Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is, or has been, where most of the videos uploaded are Digimon Hacker's Memory, but occasionally another video comes through. I doubt I'll be done with Xenoblade 2 by then, even if I can get back to recording it normally. So Xenoblade 2 videos will still be going up with Hacker's Memory, but Hacker's Memory will be the main focus of the channel. That'll be the majority of videos you're seeing throughout the back half of January and probably all of February, and depending on how long the game is, probably some of March. Vesperia and Shadow of War, I think, are the only other games that I have going, and Pokemon Coliseum. I've had like 2 or 3 people ask me about Pokemon Coliseum. Vesperia and Shadow of War are coming back as soon as there are less games going on. So like once Ultra Sun is finished, Odyssey is finished, hopefully Xenoblade is finished eventually, Then once another slot opens up where I'm like, oh, hey, I have more time to record another game and start uploading it, Shadow of War and Vesperia are number one and two on my list. I will start going back to them and playing them again. I did really enjoy them. Vesperia especially, I'm very excited to get back to. So you will be seeing videos again of them in the near future, I promise. Pokemon Coliseum, like I said, I don't like to do a bunch of Pokemon games at once, but also that was being done as streaming stuff, and then I got to the point where I realized my internet was too unreliable to do that. I recently talked to the people who are installing fiber in my area, and I unfortunately live on the wrong side of town. The other side, they're going around my town like in a circle, so they started on the exact opposite of me. And I probably will not have better internet until early summer, so like June is what they told me. Originally they told me it'd be March to April, and now they're telling me they've been set back. And unless they start to get some really good weather and whatnot, then it's going to be early summer around June before I have fiber available to me. As soon as it's available to me, I'm going to get it. And once I have fiber, I'll be able to stream again. So it's honestly probably better that it's at that time, because then I can just start streaming again next summer, and when I start streaming again, I will bring back Coliseum and continue streaming it as I had been. That's the plan. All of this is, like I said, theoretical. Any of this could change. It all depends on how things go. You know, some things might be out of my control, like my computer breaking, or Xenoblade 2 being unresponsive to my recording ways. So I just wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way and let you all know about that, since a bunch of people have been asking, reasonably so, because, you know, all of a sudden I stopped uploading for like 3 days, which a lot of people who have been watching my content have never seen that happen before, because I think there was one time about 3 years ago where I stopped YouTube for a week because I thought I was going to quit doing it, and then I decided to keep doing it. And that's about the only time that I've had this long of a no uploading schedule happen. So, yeah. There you go. You guys are all caught up to speed. I thought you all deserved to know what had been going on, and now seemed like a good time for me to record it. This is hopefully going to go up as soon as I finish recording it, which will be in like another minute. I'm managing to keep this under 20 minutes. I wanted to keep it around 10 to 15. I'm sorry I've gone so long. I ramble, as you all know, if you watch my content very much. But there's something else I wanted to say, and now it's leaving me. Oh, there's going to be a... Oh, first of all, this is going up Thursday is what I was leading towards, which is today. Hopefully in the next half hour or so. I'm recording this. It's 4:30 p.m. On tomorrow, as long as my computer doesn't break again overnight, tomorrow, probably Ultra Sun, maybe Xenoblade 2, depending on which one I can get to record. Probably I'm going to record Ultra Sun because I know it will work, and I can get that uploaded tomorrow easily, and then I'll try and get Xenoblade working and recorded for the weekend. But videos tomorrow, if my computer doesn't break. So, fingers crossed it doesn't break. So, content will be back to normal, or at least somewhat normal, hopefully, from tomorrow onward. And, if I can get stuff working well, I do have a special video planned that I'm not going to go into detail of, but it's very different from all the other content I normally do, and I think you guys will enjoy it, hopefully. It's a fun little side thing that I was asked to do, and I plan to do. So, it was going to go up last weekend, but then I had all of these issues come up, so hopefully it's going to go up this weekend, because I need to record it. But that is the plan. You guys are all caught up to speed on what's been going on with Chaos's update video and the worst week of his life, basically, or at least the worst week of 2017. And thank you all for sticking around and watching and commenting and liking videos and stuff. I really do appreciate it. I'm really sorry about these past few days, this past week, just, you know, being bereft of content, especially because it happened at the worst possible time, or the best possible time, depending on how you look at it. It's winter break. It gave me more time to try and figure it all out, but it, you know, now, other than the summer, right now is the time most people want to be watching videos because they don't have schoolwork and stuff to do. So I really apologize that now of all times is when this issue had to happen, but we will see how the future goes. Hopefully I can kind of recover from this midwinter breakdown and get back to work on videos, my computer willing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will hopefully see you on some videos of Xenoblade, Ultra Sun, etc., very soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, farewell.